Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to our series on the Havamal. This week we're looking at verse 75 and we'll begin by examining three translations. The first reads, "He that learns not will never know how one is the fool of another, for if one be rich, another is poor, and that should bear no blame." Olive Bray. Second translation, "The half-wit does not know that gold makes apes of many men. One is rich, one is poor, there is no blame in that." That's W.H. Auden and P.B. Taylor. And now for the Cowboy Havamal. "I've said you should listen, but don't listen to goddamned idiots. And remember, you might be poor, someone else might be rich, and neither of you has the other to blame." And that is Dr. Jackson Crawford. So, in our day and age of Marxist-driven envy and hatred of the rich simply for being rich, it's quite refreshing to read this verse. The idea that wealth has limited value in and of itself and that it shouldn't be confused with a person's worth as a human is extremely timely. Whatever our circumstances are, we should assume responsibility for them instead of blaming someone else, especially if we happen to be in a challenging financial situation. And there's a practical benefit to this because if we're focused on our own affairs, and what we can do to actually better them. Now, not only are we saving time, but we're refraining from self-sabotage and we're not obsessing on the activity of trying to keep up with the Joneses for its own sake or feeling sad and resentful if we can't. And there's only so much comfort that can be found in having an excess of resources. Money comes with its own worries. The more one has, the more people of low character will want to take it for themselves. And there's always trade-offs, no matter what our financial situation is. Now, the beginning of the verse, that might be my favorite part. Don't listen to idiots. I'd like every person who ever said that being pagan means that you never judge. I'd like them to take a nice long look at those words and then rethink their premises. In order for someone to be deemed an idiot, there must be standards by which someone is measured, because otherwise, how would you tell the difference between the wise and the fools? Of course, there's going to be judgment in paganism, or in judgment in any philosophy that is suitable for people trying to live on earth. Now, in our society, we all have the right to speak, and thanks to technology, we have more means to speak than ever before. But what we don't have the right is to demand that people listen. And no one has the right to demand that we listen to them. And there's so much noise. I mean, everybody and their brother wants all of our attention all of the time. And the fact of the matter is that not everything and not everyone is worthy of that attention. No one is in the wrong to exercise discernment or to decide to withdraw their attention if and when they encounter someone who's just talking out of their hat. There's only so many hours in the day, and is it really productive for us to constantly entertain ideas that we've previously rejected just because someone is phrasing it slightly differently? It's still essentially the same argument that we said there wasn't anything in it. And are we actually educating ourselves if we're drowning in trivia and we can't make the case for how that information might actually be useful in life? It's time to think about this and other considerations, because if we're going to be successful people, if we're going to have a rich spiritual life, we are definitely going to have to be doing a separating of the morons from the people worth listening to. So that was my reaction to the verse. I would love to hear about your own impressions of it in the comments below or at Blackbird's Brew on Gilded. Link in the description box to join us, and I hope to see you there and have a good conversation soon. But that will do it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye.